Hi everyone. It's been a few days since I uploaded my last video, and I'm happy to see that I'm not alone in wanting a few more changes to survival. I'm trying not to spam videos on this subject, as I don't think that would increase our chances of getting anything changed, but as I read some of your comments, my ideas have shifted a little bit. So I'll try to condense my thoughts into a shorter video this time, and quickly go over some ideas that people have come up with, and my thoughts on how it would impact the gameplay. Now, before I go over any changes or ideas, I want to get this out of the way. Ranged survival will not come back during Shadowlands. I miss ranged survival as much as the next guy, but holding on to it and not giving any feedback for melee survival doesn't help anyone. First things first, we gotta get the changes that everyone can unanimously agree on out of the way. Mongoosebite should be baseline, because as it stands, we have to talent into our main ability, which feels kinda shitty. Whatever your stance is on Mongoosebite, everyone needs to understand that if this talent row exists as is, we will never see diversity in our playstyle. If somehow they manage to buff Tip of the Spear or Flanking Strike to be stronger than Mongoosebite, Raptor Strike will not be enjoyable to press at all. Raptor Strike is just a filler, while Mongoosebite is a playstyle that adds some needed complexity to a spec that would otherwise be lacking it. I also still believe that Serpent Sting needs some changes. I'll show you guys a clip of how it currently works on live so everyone can understand what I'm talking about. Right now, Serpent Sting lasts for 9.4 seconds. So 9.4 seconds. Drop Gale Collars for more haste, it lasts 7.2. If we lust, it lasts 4.4 seconds. As it stands now, it has a flat damage amount. This means that as you get more haste, the duration goes down. While this does make it kind of strong in its own regard, we currently don't even press Serpent Sting while we're inside our cooldown because the damage is so low. This means we don't press it for about 2-minute windows. By giving it a fixed duration, you can kind of solve how unsatisfying it feels to press. You can have haste increase the rate it ticks and maybe lower the damage, or you could increase the duration and still have the duration shrink with haste. Pressing a dot that lasts for 4 seconds doesn't feel good. Another idea is giving us our latent poison trait somewhere in Shadowlands, making it baseline, making it a talent, adding it somewhere in Covenant powers or conduits, anything. That's all I've got for Serpent Sting. Now, before I get into some other things, I feel that it's important to mention how our stats work with each other and how this will affect our Shadowlands gameplay. If you haven't heard, we're getting Killshot back. This is great, but as it stands now, it costs no focus. This is important to mention as our mastery increases the damage of our focus costing abilities. I'm pretty sure, regardless of whether or not it costs focus, it will still be used in our rotation. But the part that has me worried is as we get to higher item levels in Shadowlands, it might not scale well enough. I think they should give Killshot a small focus cost, say 10 or so that way it scales with our mastery. Number tuning can change, obviously, but this way it interacts with our stats better. If it has no focus cost, it will make mastery an even more useless stat. I've seen this suggestion a lot in the Hunter Discord, and I can really get behind this idea. Give us a talent row dedicated to our mini crossbow, move Viper's Venom to it, add something that buffs Killshot, and maybe even something with Arcane Shot. This isn't my idea. I've just seen Thymond type it a lot, and I absolutely love this idea. On to some random changes with no reasoning whatsoever that I can get behind. Our artifact from Legion, Fury of the Eagle, was really cool, and I'd love to see it return in the form of a talent with the same function that it did have in Legion. Scale its damage up with Mongoosebite stacks and increase the duration of Mongoose Fury. Give us Camouflage baseline, because it's the same icon as our spec, and thematically, it would just be kinda cool to have. Carve feels kinda shitty to press, as it literally only exists to reduce the cooldown of our bomb, so I still think Butchery should be baseline. Lastly, I want to be Rexar. Give me dual wield, Blizzard please. To finish off this video, all survival really needs is Mongoosebite made baseline. The spec plays just fine, as is, and I think that Killshot will add what its rotation has been missing. Everything else is just an idea, and I'd love to discuss this with anyone, because I love survival, and I want to see it become even better. Thank you for watching.